Is Death Note Killer Within still worth buying in 2026? In today's video, I'll be talking about Death Note Killer Within's rise and fall and the current state of the game. Before we get into that, I would like you guys to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me considering I just came back to YouTube and also because it helps small creators grow. Without further ado, let's get into it. Death Note Killer Within released around just shy of 2 years ago. When Death Note Killer Within released on Steam and the PlayStation Store, it had thousands of players daily. It was at its peak, in its prime, and it was honestly just perfect. Honestly, everything seemed to be going well for the first 2 to 3 months, and then when around Christmas came, a lot of cheaters were appearing in Death Note Killer Within's game, and it kind of just made it not fun because there was no anti-cheat and there still isn't an anti-cheat. So a lot of people quit the game and were honestly afraid of PC players because if you were a PC player, that meant that you were probably or most likely a cheater. So overall, it was just better to avoid playing with PC players, and PlayStation players would usually just kick out PC players anytime they see them, or they would just stick to playing with their friends only. The cheating would eventually start to die down and new maps would come out like Toy Town, but that's really honestly the only map we've gotten so far. Then we'd get the occasional cosmetics and store items and tracks just for you to buy and play, just to customize your avatar and make yourself look fucking sexy as shit. But some of these updates would honestly take months, and honestly, it'd be kind of sad because a lot of new players were always wondering, when's the new update? When are we going to get new roles? When are we going to get new maps? Or when are we going to get the goddamn anti-cheat that we really need because there's occasionally cheaters? And when a new update did actually come out, it didn't disappoint. You would get new roles like MPA Chief or Watery or X-Kira or even Mellow. It went from a very simple game and it added the characters that we all know and love from Death Note and made it a lot more interesting and unique. They even also added a 3D mode, but to be honest, nobody really uses the fucking 3D mode. It kind of fucking sucks, I can't lie. Okay, well, it's not that bad, but honestly, a lot more people just like playing the regular like bird's eye view because that's just how the game came with, and it just feels better that way. We would even get the Kira spokesperson role, which you can get a player kicked out of the game if they had the card put on them, which is just fucking evil. I mean, this game would literally ruin friendships, and it was just always kind of chaotic. It even has proximity voice chat, and if you're on L's team and you so happen to get L, or if you're Kira, you get a transceiver, and you can talk that way without having to talk to the other dumbass investigators. The biggest question I have is, when are we going to get a new update, and are we ever going to get an anti-cheat? My question is yes. They honestly take their sweet ass time with these updates. Usually sometimes they come out within a few months. This time it's been the longest period we've had since an actual update, but I still think they care about the game because when they do actually update the game, more people do actually tend to come back to the game and play it. But the anti-cheat, I'm not 100% sure if they will, because they probably don't want to waste the money on the anti-cheat and then there not be that many people playing. But honestly, I think if they add the anti-cheat, a lot more people would actually want to play the game and stay playing the game and make it have a way better whoa, I can't speak. Longevity? Yeah, there we go. Than most games. They do add malicious player notices, and they added this feature where, like, if someone gets reported a bunch of times, like if someone were to join the lobby, and if they've been reported many times, their name would appear red, which kind of is like an indicator to like avoid this player. Or this player could have been cheating, or could just be, I guess, toxic or whatever. But to be fair, this game does kind of get heated because, like I said, that shit does kind of ruin friendships sometimes because it's an evil ass game. The unfortunate part is that it's only available on 2 game stations, or whatever you want to fucking call it. It's only available on Steam and PlayStation. It would be nice to have this game at least on Xbox because then more players would come in, because maybe some people who don't have a computer, don't have a PlayStation, want to play on Xbox, but they can't because Bandai Namco says, fuck you, we don't care about Xbox. So I don't think they will add Xbox since they didn't do it before. If they do, I would be honestly very, very surprised that they do. But I really hope they do because we like to see games with just hella crossplay because then everyone can play the game and it's just better. More people, honestly, more money for them. So I don't see why they don't fucking do it. I mean, am I a genius or what? Now, back to my thesis in the very beginning. Is it still worth playing in 2026? The answer is it kind of depends on if you would like these kinds of game. It is kind of like Among Us, but it's Death Note. Kira would be the imposter, and L would be just technically the investigator. I mean, it's honestly more unique than Among Us in my opinion. I honestly don't know why this game isn't just blowing the fuck up, because in my opinion, this game is way better than Among Us. It just doesn't get the updates that it needs, but that's honestly why I made this video, was to honestly spread awareness, because I honestly want this game to be revived because it's such a fun game. So if you're seeing this video and you've never played it, or if you have played it, you should play it again. Get your friends on. Maybe we could fucking meet each other in a game and get angry at each other, because I mean, fuck, this game gets me pissed when I play this game. Man, I take this shit serious, but also I do be fucking trolling. I can't even lie. For me, this game is kind of nostalgic, even though it's almost about to hit its 2-year anniversary. It's a really good game. It's very cheap. It's $10 on Steam. It used to be free on the PlayStation Store. I don't know if it's still free on the PlayStation Store. You would have to check that out. I recommend you having a microphone if you do come back to the game, or if you're just giving it a try, because honestly, if you don't have a microphone, you most likely will probably be getting kicked from the lobby, because most people really, really want you to have a microphone because it is easier to communicate than using the little like tech shit that they have to kind of like talk. It it's not fun. It's honestly better and honestly more fun to play when you actually have a microphone and you aren't just silent and trying to use the text features to get your shit out, because then you just look suspicious and they're gonna be like, wait, this guy's not talking. Let's vote this guy out. Or, hey Mello, killed this guy next round because he's just a little bitch and doesn't want to talk. And to honestly wrap it up, I think we should give Death Note Killer Within a chance. Or at least we should revive the game. And I hope this video reaches a lot of people so we can, all play the game again and make it popular. Maybe make it better, and so they can start updating it more, and so we can get more people on, so the game could actually not be dead with its like peak of 100 player counts daily. Maybe we get it back to either at least 1,000. I want a lot of people playing this game. I want it to be the fucking talk of the town. I mean, this game is really fucking fun. Like I'm so surprised that this game is not booming, because if this game was booming, we probably would be getting consistent updates. But unfortunately, it didn't really get the peak of its hype, and it's not because it's a bad game. It's a really good game. It's a good cheap game, and it's definitely worth the price. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more Death Note Killer Within, subscribe. Simple. Have a good day, guys. See you later.